Thank you to Cade Silvermoon for their generous donation on Patreon. If you'd like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. Hello everyone! My name is Decker Link, the trained unprofessional, and welcome back to the Hayseed Night. The game where I'm perpetually not audio balanced correctly. Christ. On the last episode, we, met the patron and the big fluffy tree MacDeer, and yeah, now we're meeting up with Gyof again. So let's see what Gyof wants. Gyof walked into the scene with a huge smile as the giant disappeared into the distance. Am I doing the narrator fucking... No, fuck that. I ain't doing the goddamn narrator voice every time.
Afternoon, Mr. Bard.
Afternoon, Mr. Bard. Oh, I love it.
Oh, lad, what a face.
What a face. Oh, boy, what a face on you know.
Well, see, it's a long...
He don't give a shit.
Not a word. Thy mean speaketh clearer than thy tongue doeth.
Ew.
You're hungry.
Nah, I ain't in the mood to...
Well, I am. And I can't play a song when my stomach's growling a gazelle. Let's get some fried leaves.
Fried leaves, you say? And... what a selfish douche. What a douche.
Sorry, Bard, I ain't got time for any of that. I gotta go look for Aina. She just ran away angry as all get out, and I know darn well if I don't go check up on her, no one's gonna...
Oh, boy.
And I thought my songs were monothematic.
What the fuck? Oh, shit. Geoff picked the strings of his oud. What the hell is an oud? Oh, like, word of the day. Pretty early on. Maxie does have a tendency to, like, rack up entries to word of the day, so let's see what it is. Obviously, it's a fucking instrument. A form of lute or mandolin played principally in Arab countries. Cool. I mean, for the context, I knew it was the instrument, but I was hoping it'd give me a little more fucking context other than... You see that? That's what it fucking is. There you go. Deep in thought while Ader just paced around. I thought you couldn't play a song while you're hungry, man.
I know just the place to look.
What? Where the fucking fried leaves are? You fucking asshole, you selfish prick, you piece of shit, you ass munch, you fuck ass. Gyof expertly snuck through the crowds, moving with such ease that he seemed to be a little more than a shadow. Ader did his best to keep up with him, though that was hardly an easy task when he was one head taller than most other deer. The place Gyof was looking for wasn't in the plaza itself, surrounded by stalls and all their merchandise, but rather on one of the many alleys that led to the bazaar. Holy shit, the crowds are going wild! The crowd there was bustling with life as well, but not quite in the same manner. They were all rowdy deer, pushing and cheering. A carnmay alley. Well, time to go to the encyclopedia. Here we go. What the hell does a carnmay alley mean? Carnmay. Carnmay is the name of the legendary deer practice of butting heads, a need that seems to run in their blood. Carnmay tournaments are held for anything, from deciding a come-of-age maiden's groom to settling minor disputes outside the courts, or even just for mere fun. Official carnmay has to be approved by the court, and while often a complement to bigger events, some people attend said celebrations exclusively to watch duels. Some of the strongest deer become known kingdom-wide, earning fortune, fame, does, and sometimes even lordship thanks to their achievements in these battles. Fans of carnmay would get so impatient waiting in between events that they'd often gather in narrow streets to watch other deer fight in unsanctioned duels, leading to the birth of carnmay alleys, some of the shadiest corners of the city. Oh, shit. There was two. Come on. Why? You put this giant fucking arrow there, but I have to go up here to click next page. Fuck. Rules. The rules of official carnmay are fairly simple, though they need not necessarily apply in carnmay alleys. And more colloquial events. Both deer must stay within the boundaries of the ring at all times. If either deer touches the ground with 3 limbs, they automatically lose. If one fighter manages to lock their horns around the others, they may not be separated while both fighters have their hooves on the ground. The fighters may not remove the other's clothes or armor, or otherwise interfere with their belongings in a way that would disturb their opponent.
So scary backlot brawls, I getcha. I'm a fan of wrestling.
Carnmay alleys were very different from the official sort. While killing was still very much frowned upon, there was no chivalry, no one set of rules. There was no way of knowing if the horns you were being gored with were hygienic. Hygienic! There were punches and kicks and all sorts of cheats. It was chaos! And for that and several other reasons, Aina was a huge fan of unofficial carnmay. Sadly, as much as Ader jumped and pushed and yelled, she wasn't anywhere to be found.
Alas, your fair maiden is in another alley.
Ha ha ha! Ader cast a long glance over the improvised battlegrounds, attempting to find her one last
It's
time.
too bad. Aina kicked some serious ass here.
No doubt.
Good thing she's not allowed to fight.
Yeah, ain't no way they're gonna let it go.
A golem, Ader.
Uh-oh. Geoff cast a very serious look in his direction. This wasn't the first time that they'd had this discussion, and it wouldn't be the last.
How many times do I gotta tell you? Aina is not a golem, okay? She's a doe. It's just she's
Oh boy.
bit of a weirdo.
A weirdo.
Weirdo. Right. Tell me, Ader dearest.
Oh,
how
boy.
many albino does can you name off the top of your head that can lift your heavy butt with just one hand?
I don't like this. It's insufferable.
Aina! Now let's go. We gotta find her.
Why do I even bother?
That is a good question. Feel
Look
free to
at her.
stop.
Golem or not, she's just a little cabbage head hiding in the crowds of this enormous city. She's damn good at hiding. And do you know why people hide?
Because they don't want to be found. What the hell?
Because they don't want to be found.
Geoff extended his arms toward him in a dramatic manner, remarking how correct he was.
You're not gonna find her. So why don't you go and use your thick skull for something useful? Like bringing us money so we can have dinner for once.
This fucking guy. Gyof pointed at the ring with his horns, and Ader knew better than to insist. Insist? Was that resist? Oh, no, insist, yeah. With a heavy sigh, Ader nodded and began walking towards the ringmaster.
Ah, wait, there's just one more thing.
Fuck off with that shit. It's so annoying. Also, his fucking horns are tiny. He's just gonna go in there and shovel hand everybody.
Your bag of coins. You wouldn't want to lose what little we have to the hands of, say, some ill-intentioned crook, now would you?
Like yourself, you bag of ass.
Better the evil you know, right?
He hit the nail on the head with that one. Gyof extended his hand a bit too keenly, waiting for Ader to find the purse he usually hid within his sash. But...
Whoa, Bard. You're really gonna bust a gut laughing.
oh boy.
Don't tell me you lost it.
Fuck off!
Alrighty then.
Gyof's scrawny body trembled like a branch about to snap off.
Just go.
Oh god. That fucking like expression on his face is really funny.
All right. See that sweaty blackhead over there with the glistening fur and a charming smile? That's your foe.
Oh god. This is kind of fucked up. Ader is not like a street fighter, and Gyof is just using his fucking shovel hands to get food. What a fucking bastard.
I'll go place my bet now. Are you feeling like a winner, ladder?
Called him Ladder, and also, fuck off.
Charmin.
Charmin?
Oh, hold up. You mean the guy with them sharpened horns?
Said guy, but the line says Buck. How dare?
Oh, darn, Bard. Your confidence in this poorly put together row is much appreciated, but as much as it hurts me, and it does, I think I'd rather go to bed hungry today.
Oh
What?
boy.
What? You son of a bitch! I'll kill you!
What if he hits me in the face? I don't want to go from Ader the one-eyed to Ader the no-eyed!
Oh god.
Then do enlighten me, my boy, on how in the name of the Hatsa do you pretend to become a knight if you can't handle even a rack pointed at you?
Jesus fuck, man. This guy is an asshole. What a douche. What a fucking douche.
No wonder you can't even catch a hint, yellow piece of mangy venison.
Dude, fuck you! What the hell?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, all's forgiven, fuckface.
What are you mumbling there, Gyof?
A bunch of shit.
I said I'm going to walk you through this. So oh help me three if you mess up.
Hey, let this dough in.
Oh
And
boy.
a girl, you sure eat your veggies. But all the sticks on your forehead, I can't fool anyone.
Really? Hey! What the fucking dog! She stinks! Fuck off!
If he's serious, this is gonna be easier than I thought.
What?
Wait, there's a fight coming up! Holy horns, you have to tell me everything about it!
This is definitely one of the best parts of this new version of this game. The cutbacks to the narrator and Lynn.
What kind of fighting style did Ader use? Was it antler rattling? He was a rattler, right? Did he prefer grappling or thrusting? Or was he more of a brawler instead? Swish, swish, bam! Punching them right in the... Wait, did they even have any hand reps his size?
Bro, we got a wrestling fan on our hands. Oh boy. Give me a moment. I think I have to sneeze. What were any of those words? I don't really know the rules of carnmay. I thought you just had to hit people until they fainted. Oh, cause nothing I can come up with can live up to our expectations. I can't deal with the pressure. Ah, you said you knew the knight like the palm of your hand, didn't you? A new bearer of the tale of this magnitude should be able to pen a memorable fight scene on their own, if that's the case. Prove you're worthy of your name, Lynn.
Oh my god, you're right! Yes, this is my moment to shine! Leave it to me!
Wow. First of all, blatantly, like, showing that a lot of this shit is apparently made up. But, okay. Let's see what she can come up with. Yes, good. I shall go and leave you to it so as to not influence you.
Let's see, what would the knight do?
What the fuck did they do?
Right, he needed a few tips first. So Gyof took Ader aside and held him under his arm.
The fucking narrator, like, busted through a fucking wall. Christ.
Said, Ader, mine lad,
Oh,
'tis
God.
a dangerous fight that awaits us. But if not in the strength of thy body, I believe in the strength of thine heart. What he saith is the greatest feat a fighter should at each moment striveth for.
Oh, God. This is painful.
Well, diggity yee-haw, Bard. What a tootin', rootin', mighty fine question that is. Ader nodded thoughtfully to himself and then continued, I reckon that would be...
Lynn even pulled out a fucking thing or whatever to cover their eye. Well, diggity yeehaw, boy. Honor. Well, out of all these choices, what the fuck is the point of making this a choice?
Honor, as expected of a knight, dearest friend. Thou shalt be a rattler then. Ah, honorable style amongst honorable styles. The way our ancestors squareth, whereto deer shalt proveth the might of their horns rather than that of their mind.
He don't have no mighty horns, though.
But hoy, bard! Yo, Ader, mine horns are so teeny tiny.
Oh my god.
Gyof smirked.
This is going on a bit
This
long.
is where your strength lieth, mine Ader. There is an advantage to short horns, thou see. No one shalt be able to lock their horns around yours to grapple thee to the ground.
Oh boy.
Your advice is ne'er unwise, Geoff. This is why I love you so daringly dearly.
Oh boy. This is ringing a fan fiction, which is is basically what Lynn is doing here. Got a fan fiction going on about your fucking ancestor.
Ader, you beautiful boar. Everyone will find out if thou keepest thy
She's fighting a slash fiction about her fucking ancestor. Holy hell.
Let the whole world bask in the warmth of our passion.
Okay. Oh my god, what the hell?
Ader, smudgy, smudgy, smudgy.
What the fuck? The narrator fucking committing. What the fuck?
Lynn, how's the scene going?
It's going.
Jeez. Oh, I've got a feeling Maxie was just like, that's a response to like fan works. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? Okay, so we're going with the sketch style for this. Ader found himself alone at last, his dearest friend lost to the blurry tides of people surrounding the rain. Veins were starting to pop in his eye, making it even harder to see anything except the stag waiting in front of him. The deer with sharp horns smirked at his drunken haze, clearly looking down on Ader. It wasn't the first time someone pitied him and lived to regret it, as the drunkard would soon learn. The ringmaster looked left and right, making sure both the fighters knew what they were about to get into. He lifted his hand carefully and stepped back, and then go! He screamed with a hand chop. Charge or wait? No, you're gonna want to wait, because if this fucker you charge, he'll charge, you're gonna get impaled. The towering deer charged towards Ader like a runaway fur, horns lined and ready to slam into him with the full force of a Macadar stampede. But the road didn't move a single muscle. Ader merely waited, silencing all the voices that screamed at him to run and die. He didn't even assume the step rider stance. He just waited, closing his eyes lest the sight of his incoming enemy would betray his nerve. And when the time was right, grapple him or wait. Yeah, don't wait again. Like, you gotta grapple. Ader opened his arms wide, mentally preparing and ready for the incoming attack. Ah! Oh, or so he thought. The deer slammed his head into Ader's stomach, nearly sending him to the ground with a single well-placed blow. When all seemed lost, Ader managed to stand his ground, rapidly holding onto his foe's horns. I wonder what would happen if I went back. You know, it's too early to go back. Let's see how this plays out a bit. He does not look pleased, though. He looks slightly uncomfortable at the very least. Oh, Jesus! Ader's foe smirked. By the time our hero realized he had fallen into a trap, his whole body was hovering several arms over the ground. The carrot strikes back. What a foul move! He would have turned Ader into a strainer if the yellow deer had had a single bite's worth of meat in his body. If that had been the case to begin with, he would have been able to struggle against his enemy's hold as he flew across the sky. At least he would have been serene enough to come up with a different approach to the situation. Let's go back a bit. Let's try waiting again. He realized that there was no such thing as a right time when one has absolutely no idea what to do next. Ader waited and waited, hoping that some divine inspiration would strike him. Oof! The only thing that struck him was a brick wall as he flew all the way across the alley and right past any chance of ever amounting to anything in his life. Oh, look at the little tooth. Okay, so, waiting in the first place was a bad idea. Let's charge the fucker. Here we go. This was no time to hesitate. Both the row and his opponent rushed towards each other head first, heeding the scream of an ancient instinct that boiled in their bloods. Every voice in the alley fell silent once the deers slammed into each other, horns singing a threatening melody as they rattled fiercely in a never-ending battle for dominance. Oh, look at his expression! The tension could be cut with a knife as their foreheads pushed against each other, but Geoff's advice proved unerring, indeed. As much as he tried, the brigadier could not intertwine his antlers around Ader's short, straight ones. Now what? This is Lynn! There we go. The answer was clear, of course. A barrage of swift punches to the other deer's face would have sent his brain bouncing all over his skull. It would have been the obvious choice to anyone with deer-sized hands, to any honorless ruffian. Refusing to even consider such lowly tactics, our hero decided to take the moral high ground. And the physical, too. Oh god! Tired of this pointless dance, the deer pushed Ader back with a swift head movement. Before Ader had a chance to react, his foe slammed his head just below the row's chest, knocking all the air out of him and lifting him right to the ground with ease. And he's flying. Ader flailed his one free arm and legs most valiantly. There was little he could do in such a compromising position, worn out as he was, and after trying to uphold his honor as a brave warrior with such a direct approach. Oh! And crack. I could not tell if it was the sound of Ader's neck or Ader's teeth as his face hit the ground at full speed, but little did that matter, for nothing lay more broken than his dreams. You're dead to everyone. Try again? Oh. Okay. So, charging doesn't work. Waiting at least gave us some options. And both of these ended badly. Shit, I don't know. You're dead to me. Jesus, fuck. You're dead medically? Yeah, okay, so I've done all the options. The point is to think it over, okay. After such a shameful defeat, the writer decided to take a page from Ader's book, literally. She began writing these words as a means to stall her own anxiety as she tried to understand how she managed to dig herself into such a narrative hole. We're getting a little meta here. This feels a little meta. She'd certainly made a mistake somewhere. It was obvious to her prodigious mind that a boy so preoccupied with doing what was good and true and right would hardly be willing to do whatever it took to stand victorious and carve a space for himself in the annals of history. Her wonderful narrator started to realize that perhaps she had misunderstood something about Ader, for she could picture no scenario where the well-meaning and upstanding street fighter could ever get past his first fight in Slander District. What the hell? O'Malindibili of Azkadaz, the true descendant of the Night. Oh, I guess that's Lynn's full name. Okay. Decided to revisit her decision, thinking more deeply about what kind of priorities her ancestor would have. Well, we already chose honor. I guess we have to go with victory.
Ah, so thou art a brawler, dearest friend. I have indeed taught death you well. There is no honor in death. If thine horns will not aid you in battle, use those hands the gods gave you. Pummel them to the ground. Thou shalt win this fight and prevail until the next.
Oh boy.
But hoy, Bard! Yelped Ader. Mine hands are so bogglingly big!
How is this gonna turn into smoochy smooch again?
Gyof smirked. All the better to swat their faces away. If they trieth to thrust towards thee with their large horns, thou shalt only need to slap them into the ground. Stand victorious over those who would hurt you, mine Ader.
Oh, here we go. And then they smooched again, but quietly. Here we go again. Ader found himself alone at last. His dearest friend and the stuff we've already seen. His Here we go. The ringmaster. Here we go. All right. So let's go with waiting again. Because I feel like now the option would be grapple. Because we could just try to fucking... Oh boy. Damn it. Fucking carrot strikes back. Indeed, this Ader was nothing more than a hungry fawn who wanted nothing more than to go back home and hide. His life was a constant fight to find mere scraps, and yet this boy would become one day the greatest knight that Axor had ever known. But to reach the heights that awaited him, he had to live another day. Surviving isn't always the most honorable path, but it's the path we choose in this house! Eesh. What if we wait again? Ooh. Oh, hey, there we go. Thwack! Ader, that's not waiting! That's what I wanted to do, but the choices were misleading. Ader spun on the tip of his hooves and struck his opponent with such force that he swatted him straight into the ground. And you may think, wow, that's kind of anticlimactic. But it was everything for Ader, but it was everything but for Ader. Everything but. Both the public and Ringmaster tilted their heads as they stared at the man lying on his snoot, a bit unsure about the nature of the event that it had just witnessed. But what they saw was nothing but the truth. Taking Geoff's advice to heart, Ader obtained a beautiful, simple victory. "Down!" screamed the Ringmaster, peeking the mic as fuck. Ader won the fight and lived to see another day. Yay! One punch stag. That's awesome. Wait, so he wins?
Of course he wins. He's the knight, you doof.
You doof. Right, never mind then. Well done, Lynn.
I'm pretty great, yes.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, that was weird. This is total non sequitur, but listen to this again.
I'm pretty great, yes.
I'm not speaking about the actual person who did that line there, but it sounded eerily like the vocal performance given to Peridot, not in the official Steven Universe cartoon, but in a porn cartoon parody. So yeah, that was a weird thing to invoke in my head, but it's even weirder that I said that out loud. So let's just move swiftly along.
Now what's this torn page you're trying to hide behind your back?
Wait, don't!
Oh boy.
Dots, dots, dots. Oh, they're blushing. What is that? The celebration afterwards?
So anyway...
Oh, I can't believe it! Still alive and kicking. Come on, show me the money, Bard. I want to bite every single coin.
Nice. Dots.
I completely forgot to place the bet.
Are you fucking serious, you waste of fucking space? You absolute blowhard! You scum-sucking son of a bitch! You low-life loser! You absolute
Jesus Christ!
bitch! You son of a sock salesman!
Geoff covered his face with his hands, making some sort of unintelligible noise that can only be described as the very sound of anguish.
Hey, Big Ed, I want to learn some tips too. I'll buy you dinner.
Hey! Oh, teach me how to slap!
Hey now, sir. You really think you're going to steal my manager away so...
And he has no fucking loyalty. Geoff shut Ader's snout with one hand.
My dear boy, you sure gave it all today, so why don't you go and enjoy what's left of the fair? I have a gig in the tavern later. Money, yes. Don't expect me tonight.
No loyalty. What a bitch. With that, Gyof hurriedly shooed a very confused Ader away. What a prick. Our protagonist wandered back towards the increasingly empty and silent plaza, unsure of where he was headed next. I'm unsure of it too. And I ain't gonna find out in this episode because this episode's fucking over! It's over, man! It's over! So, with that rush to the finish, every time I play this game, I am reminded again why I love playing this game. If you want to play this game for yourself, the link is in the description down below. It's on Steam, but it is in development, so be kind. Also in the description down below are various ways to support me if you would like, by either following me on my social media pages or various crowdfunding sources like YouTube memberships or Patreon. If you would like to be notified when future episodes of this series come out, make sure you hit the subscribe and bell icons down below so you can get the notifications when that happens. If you don't want to wait and you want to see other stuff I have already done that is similar to this, you can click the cards up above. I've linked to some playlists of other stuff I've already done that might satiate you in the meantime. With that all being said, though, I have been the Trained Unprofessional. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone!